The beginning signs of a yeast infection are enough to make any woman who has had one before want to run for the hills. Over-the-counter remedies work too slowly, and occasionally don't work at all. And it can't take days to get into the doctor for an effective prescription remedy. No one wants to spend days in misery waiting for a treatment to kick in, and this is where Azo Yeast purports to come to the rescue. A natural home remedy for yeast infections. Azo contains a probiotic and several ingredients that supposedly target the source of yeast infections. Here's my experience using Azo to treat yeast infections. How does Azo work? Yeast infections can be caused by a variety of factors, including lifestyle, genetics, and stress, and some women are particularly prone to yeast infections. Oftentimes, yeast infections occur when the natural bacteria in your body that fights off infections and fungi like yeast is lower than is healthy. This is why yogurt and other probiotics work well to prevent yeast infections and can occasionally even help treat them. Azo contains a probiotic, which means that it can be taken once daily to prevent yeast infections. Azo also contains a variety of other ingredients, including mistletoe, that homeopathic doctors claim target female organs. Several of its ingredients are also claimed to help to immediately alleviate some symptoms of yeast infections. Does Azo work? I was skeptical the first time I tried Azo, but knew that the probiotic it contained might at least help to shorten the length of my yeast infection. Much to my surprise, however, I found myself feeling better within a matter of hours, and after a day my yeast infection was completely gone. Azo seemed like something of a miracle cure. I've used Azo several times since the first time with mixed results. Azo always helps, but how helpful it is depends largely on when you take it. Azo seems to work best when I take it at the beginning stages of a yeast infection. It's less effective at treating infections once they've become full-blown miseries. However, I've found that it can work as a good supplement to over-the-counter treatments. If I take it while also taking an over-the-counter treatment, I get results much more quickly than I otherwise would. In short, Azo works if you either take it before you are having severe symptoms, or if you take it in conjunction with something else. It is unlikely to treat a full-blown yeast infection on its own, but it may help you feel some temporary relief. Ideally, the best way to avoid yeast infections is to take Azo daily. I started using it as a supplement a few months ago and have not had a yeast infection since. Having a supplemental remedy to yeast infections that can also prevent them entirely is a huge relief, and at the low price of $5 or $6 a box, Azo is definitely worth it. Click on the link below now